Carney is nothing more than a crook and a bandit looking to loot our country. After 6 months of no announcements on major infrastructure projects, Carney comes out today, and of the 10 major projects that they haven't even gotten off the ground that he claims they're going to be getting off the ground in the next 6 months, he's set to profit directly from 7 of the 10. 7 of the 10 so-called green energy and no new pipelines. This is after Carney, after claiming during the election that all he owned was real estate and personal cash. It was found out that he owns over 570 stocks, over 90% of which are in America. 90%. This guy's the Prime Minister of fucking Canada, and all of his money is invested in America. He is a crook looking to loot this country. It's a goddamn embarrassment. Wake the hell up, Canada. Mark Carney is not here to make this country any better. This guy claims to be an economist. The GDP dropped 1.6%. That's the worst in 5 years in his first quarter as Prime Minister. Unemployment right now in Canada, 7.1%, as high as it's been in decades. We are the least strong unemployment rate of any G7 country, despite the massive land mass that we have and incredible natural resources. Our male youth unemployment rate right now, 22%. 22 goddamn percent in Canada. That is unheard of for a developed nation. And the reason behind that is because we refuse to take advantage of our incredible natural resources. Whether we're talking about oil, whether we're talking about liquefied natural gas, the Canadian government continues to refuse to take advantage of the incredible natural resources we have available to us. And it's because they can't profit off it. Mark Carney and these liberal scumbags can't make money off LNG. So they refuse to export it, despite the fact that Japan, Germany are absolutely begging us. This is at the same time we have 7% youth unemployment. Our economy, compared to other G7 nations, is in the absolute shitter. CPI has skyrocketed. The cost of living has skyrocketed. Housing has skyrocketed in Canada, unlike any other country in the Western world. And we refuse to take advantage of the incredible opportunities we have in Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan with oil. It's so disgusting to see a prime minister who cloaks himself in virtue, like the Liberals always do. He cloaks himself as a climate change warrior. Meanwhile, the only reason he's doing it is to get himself rich. If he actually gave a shit about the environment, he would be allowing Chinese EVs to come into this country. But he refused to allow Chinese EVs in. He would be exporting LNG, liquefied natural gas. He refuses to do so. It is a grift. It is a way for Mark Carney to get himself rich. Him and Brookfield Asset Management. Brookfield Asset Management has signed over 60 deals worth over $100,000 with the Canadian government since he was elected Prime Minister. It's an absolute joke. You go CBC, CTV, any of our major news outlets, is there any reporting on the hundreds of conflicts of interest that our Prime Minister has? Of course not. And now he refuses to even let any members of the public or media into the Liberal gatherings they're having before Parliament. The looting and pillaging of Canada continues. The Liberal Party has already sold us off unlike any party ever before. Our natural resources in Canada are now mainly owned by Britain as well as the United States. We could be one of the rich, as John A. McDonald, we could be set up to be one of the richest nations in the world, but with this combination of unvetted, unfettered immigration and selling our resources off, the middle and lower classes in Canada continue to get squeezed more and more and more. And I know that the liberal elites, Mark Carney and his ilk, may not necessarily feel it, but for those of us that I've lived in Montreal, Toronto, and Ottawa, the downgrade in this country over the past decade is truly jarring. You never used to see a crackhead out. Now you can't walk 10 meters without seeing somebody smoking hard drugs. We need investigations into all of Carney's conflicts of interest so that the Canadians are aware that they have a Prime Minister who's looking out for their best interest, not the best interest of his pocketbooks. In which case he's already lied to us on several occasions about his financial status, and he continues to do so. As I said, took him 6 months to announce any major financial projects, and then now he has a personal interest in 7 of the 10 announced. That's not a goddamn coincidence. Canadians will not put up with this goddamn country being sold off anymore. Take Canada Back rally tomorrow noon, Parliament Hill. I want to get thousands of patriotic Canadians out saying enough is enough. We've had enough being sold out. We've had enough unvetted immigration. We've had enough ridiculous policing policies that put criminals back out on the streets. We've had enough of our free speech being trampled on. We've had enough of this dystopia that the left wing is trying to turn Canada on. We have had enough. Noon, Parliament Hill. Please like, share, subscribe, join, become a member. Help mold this movement from the ground up. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you're following on YouTube. youtube.com/@FightForCanada 2025, because I'm over 16k followers and the Canadian government is not a big fan of dissidents. Hope to see you out there tomorrow. And enough selling Canada off, you crook.